Welcome to the Sisters Uncensored podcast, where we get into everything from childhood trauma to millennial adulting and all things in between.
We share crazy stories from the past and present to help us cope with the insanity that is our lives.
By sharing our perspectives, we hope to bring some relatability, laughter, and unsolicited advice that can help you survive the messiness of life along with us.
My name's Jessica Labita. I'm a millennial mom, wife, and marketing professional, and I am absolutely insane.
My name is Ashley Lanive. I am a millennial stay-at-home mom, avid golfer, and too mouthy for my own good.
We are real sisters, and this is Sisters Uncensored. Take this trip with us. All right, welcome to Sisters Uncensored. So there's some pretty big shifts happening based on the election outcomes this past week. And it's kind of crazy. But I'm wondering, as a result of all of this, is there going to be a mass exodus from New York City like there was during COVID anytime?
Absolutely. The problem is, I think, one, first and foremost, Florida's packed. That's gone. Like, there's no more room down there. So wherever those people think they're going, it's not going to be to Florida. I think they're going to come to Jersey, hoping for better prices. However, our freaking property taxes are absolutely outrageous and will not be going down now that we have a new governor who sucks, in my opinion.
I mean, we don't know that yet.
Not who I voted for. Just saying. Anyway, but I think what's going to happen is the housing market in Jersey is going to explode.
And I feel like it's already exploded.
I know.
Like, I felt like it was just starting to get somewhat reasonable.
I think the rural areas are what's really going to take off because there's no room. Like, I'm 30 minutes outside of New York City, okay? Like,
right.
Where I live right now.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, like, there's nothing.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Things
Yeah.
go on the market and they're gone in a day.
But even where I am, substantially further from the city than you are, which I'm probably an hour and 15 minutes realistically from New York City with traffic and everything. And there's nothing by me either.
I know. Everything is getting bought up really quick. Even rentals. Like, there's like no rentals.
Yeah.
I'm going to be moving in the next few weeks, and I was looking all over the place for rentals, and I can tell you right now, it's slim pickings out there. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen as far as if people will come to Jersey, if they're going to maybe venture out a little bit further.
Yeah, like PA even.
PA,
Which I feel like
Connecticut.
people did that too for a while.
Yeah, I mean, PA, I feel like has a lot more room.
Yeah, for sure.
Than New Jersey. We are completely over congested to begin with. Think about what it's going to do to traffic. We already have the worst fucking traffic ever.
Yeah.
This state sucks.
Here,
for
so
traffic.
listen to some of these stats. So between 2021 and 2022, about 75,103 people moved from New York to New Jersey.
Great. It's just what we need. No offense.
So during the pandemic, there was a sharp spike, obviously, where a lot of people, more than normal, came, obviously.
I think a big
but
part
it
of
says the net moves from New York City to New Jersey suburbs jumped 64% in
Holy
2020.
shit. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
So, and the migration out, I think, of New York City has definitely slowed down a bit since COVID, right?
Yeah, I think ever since everything reopened and people were able to go back out in society.
Right.
You know what I mean? You have to remember, too, like, when people are living in the city, they're tiny places.
Yeah. Oh,
Unless
I
you're
know.
paying millions of dollars,
course.
you're in a tiny little space.
Shoebox.
Yeah. Exactly. So, like, for what you pay for that in New Jersey, you could have a 3-bedroom. You know what I mean? So that was a big part of the shift versus being stuck in a closet, I think, during COVID. But yeah, that's definitely been, I would say, had some relief since, everything opened back up. But I think under this new mayor, first of all, what were you guys thinking in New York? What were you thinking? Honestly, I genuinely want to know. Please tell me, give me like your explanation. Who the fuck wants freaking communism and socialism in this country? I don't understand it.
I don't get it.
Guys.
I feel like we were built on the foundation of the exact opposite of that. So, like, why would you want to bring that here?
I feel like New York City is the capital of capitalism.
I know.
Like, what are you doing?
It's insane.
Listen, it's been a failed experiment everywhere. There has never been a success story about communism or socialism. Socialism is like the pretty way of saying communism.
Totally.
As far as I'm concerned.
Agree.
It's all the same. It fails every single time. So when it fails in New York, can you do me a favor and maybe not bring that shit over to Jersey, because we don't need it.
Right.
All right, like, we don't need it.
So that's what I'm saying. So what drives someone, you think, to pick like New Jersey over, say, Florida, like you mentioned, if they have to leave the city?
Well, I would say work is going to be the biggest thing. Anybody who has to go in and can't work remotely, think about like all the unions. Well, like everybody who, any kind of blue collar even, you know what I mean? Like electricians, plumbers, all of that, like construction workers, like you can't work remotely. You are in there, especially commercial.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with, you know, the shift with AI and technology right now. Data centers are huge. They're going to be even bigger than they are.
Yeah.
Like they're just going to absolutely explode.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big thing, which you'll need a ton of electricians to be able to maintain all of that.
Yeah.
But that's not stuff that you can do from home. So if you work for a union or in the city or commercially, you got to be able to be there.
Yeah.
So you might go to, you know, move to Jersey, but oh my God, I can't even imagine. They're going to rack up those freaking tolls to get in through the tunnels. Like,
I know.
It's going to be a disaster. Also, I think this guy who got elected as the new mayor, what's his name? I keep wanting to call him Mandavi because my mind goes straight to wine, but that's not it. It's Mamdani.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's an idiot. I think he's going to find out very quickly that all these promises that he was making, he's not even capable of delivering. It's just one of those things where he's just, we're going to do this. We're going to have free busing. We're going to have free daycare. Nothing in life is free, people.
Right.
Ever.
And Trump has said, right, that he's not going to support him at all with any federal funding.
Correct.
So it's going to be a bad situation there.
It's going to get, you know, anything that that the administration can avoid giving them, they're going to avoid giving them. It's going to get tied up forever, like years and years. I think it'll be tied up in court.
Yeah.
But yeah, essentially, Trump and the administration are like, we don't give money to communists.
Yeah.
We don't do that.
It's like we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Exactly. So we're not doing that. And this guy's going to find out the hard way. I think he has no idea what's coming to him. I think he's never even held a real job. He has no experience whatsoever.
No, I know. That's one of the big things. He's super young.
It's okay to be super young.
And I think that's good that he's young, right? Like, I think it's great that you're starting to see more young people in politics. But some of that, like, they're what I think is bringing this, like, radical left, radical right into the picture, because these younger politicians are so extreme.
Yeah.
There's no middle ground.
I think it's that. And I think the younger faces that we're seeing in politics right now are an embarrassment.
And they want to make a name for themselves. They want to be social media sensations. Like, there's so much more to it in today's society and today's world than I think there was obviously back in time. So, like, you're picking these people, but half the shit you're getting on information, all these things, it's snippets.
So wait a second. Here's the thing. Now, I'm a conspiracy theorist. I don't give a shit. I totally will go down rabbit holes like this. We know. Okay? So my thought is somebody like this new mayor and people like AOC. And those people, we didn't pick them. I think people picked them from behind closed doors.
Oh, interesting.
And positioned them.
Okay.
That's what I think. When AOC won, I remember when she won, and thinking like, good for her. That, I mean, not for nothing, but she beat
Quite
out
an accomplishment.
Her incumbent was like,
and he was like old and
had been there forever. Yeah, and I guess he just didn't put a lot of work into his district as far as getting reelected, and she was putting herself out there. But I was like, good for her. And then as time went on, I was like, she is completely unqualified. She's an essential moron.
Mentally unstable.
Absolutely. She's a little whiny pain in the ass,
She
quite
has like
frankly.
crazy eyes where like I shouldn't do that move because I really need Botox in my
Listen,
face.
we're due. Don't judge.
But yeah, like when she talks, like her eyes like come out of her head. Like she's like, eh.
She's a Looney Tune, man. I'm sorry. That girl's,
It freaks me out.
I can't stand her. She's insufferable,
Yeah.
honestly. But
If you're considering GLP-1 medications like semaglutide or tirzepatide for weight loss, KinMeds makes their process safe, simple, and discreet. Their licensed providers handle your consultation online, and if it's right for you, your prescription ships straight to your door. You also have ongoing support to help you create lasting change. Results vary, and medications aren't for everyone. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and constipation. Learn more at kinmeds.com and use code Jessica50 for exclusive savings.
then you get so I think it puts a bad name out for younger people getting into politics. But then you have like somebody, for example, like Charlie Kirk, who got involved in his own movement and his own business and his own company and everything like that. And even though he was involved with politics, he was knowledgeable. Like he knew what he was talking about. JD Vance, people can love him or hate him. He knows what he's talking about. He's a younger guy to be the vice president, no less. But
Yeah, I agree.
I
feel the same way about Eric and Donald Jr.
totally.
Right?
And like
their whole posse.
there's
Ivanka.
yeah, absolutely.
They're all like badass, like 40-year-olds.
They don't play. There's a guy from Texas, a representative in Texas. He's hilarious. I don't know if you ever see him, but he's if you ever catch some of his stuff on TikTok, he basically talks to people like in such a condescending, like,
Oh God.
like, are you retarded tone? It's so funny. And he literally says stuff like that. I don't remember
my
his name,
goodness.
but like when he asks somebody like what a woman is,
Yeah.
he's like, so you can't tell me,
I've seen
but
these videos.
what if I have a penis? Does that count? And like he'll literally say these things. It's so funny. I don't know. I like him. But yeah, some of these other people make younger politicians look really freaking stupid because they're, I think, handpicked, not chosen by the people.
It's certainly going to make things interesting, I think, for us. So brokers and analysts are already seeing a reaction among affluent New York City residents looking at suburbs and out-of-state alternatives since this morning.
Great. I don't know where they're going to go. They're going to have to be going to like more rural areas. Like
I don't know.
Western New Jersey. Yeah, like that's all I can think. Or even central. I mean, there's really no central. If you're from Jersey, you know there's north and south, but
Yeah.
they think there's central.
There's no central.
No.
But yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of people, and I think it's going to be different from COVID.
I think it's going to fuck with our school systems.
I mean, I will say, like, for my hometown, one of the things I really appreciated about COVID was the diversity that it brought to our community.
No, I don't mean diversity. What I'm saying is we already have 21-to-1 ratio in classrooms.
No. Yeah. No, I get what
That's a huge problem.
I get what you're saying.
And we can't hire
as far as like
teachers.
capacity.
Yeah.
No.
We're already maxed out and it shows.
Yeah. No, I get it. We are.
We are maxed out and it shows. So that's concerning.
Yeah.
At least as a parent of, a kid who's still in the early stages of schooling.
Yeah.
Like that's going to be an issue.
No, listen, there's pros and cons to everything.
Yeah. I know.
It's kind of crazy. It should be interesting though to see like what happens to the housing market because I'm like kind of afraid of another influx.
I feel like if anything, it'll be a buyer's market, not a seller's. Well, actually both.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody's going to start listing their house and there's going to be a market for it. People are going to be buying. I hope it doesn't skyrocket. I mean, not that it's going to affect us, but whatever.
It'll
affect our taxes and shit.
Yeah, because more buyers would be like, more buyers equals higher prices, right? Mm-hmm. And then less, but then less houses available.
Yeah.
Less inventory.
And that also means lots of bidding wars. That means things are going for over appraisal value.
Yeah.
People have to come out of pocket.
So it's like a total seller's market, basically.
Yeah, it's a seller's market again, which, I mean, We saw what happened the last time.
Yeah, but the thing is, with the seller's market, unless you already have somewhere else to go, like if you move, you're still screwed because you're way overpaying for whatever you're buying.
Yeah.
Just like you're getting more for what you're selling.
And I think like the bubble that happened during COVID with like, again, everything going for tens of thousands to even hundreds of thousands of dollars over asking price.
Yeah.
You'll never make that back. I don't think you will ever make that money back. Anybody who bought during that time, you are never going to see a profit from that. Like that is, you're selling for a loss.
Yeah. And what happens is as you start to like, as you start to like drop those prices down, right? Because they can only come down
so much.
All those houses then become undervalued. Mm-hmm. And the people who take mortgages owe a ton of money.
They're going to be upside down.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to be upside down.
And then what happens is what? The federal loans get backed. They find funding and bring that in, give everybody money to fix it.
I was
like
gonna
it's
say
a
more
cycle.
bailouts and bullshit.
Yeah, it's a cyclical thing. Like it's just how do you fix it big picture? Because we do the same shit over and over and over and it never works.
What do you think is going to happen as far as cost of living on the day to day?
Gosh, I mean, for me, I feel like it's getting better.
I feel like it's getting better. I hope this doesn't mess it up.
Yeah, right. And especially like, I don't know, how does it affect like grocery stores and shopping?
Well, there's going to be more demand. That's my point. So like, they're going to be bringing in a lot more.
Yeah.
I mean, I worry about gas. Same thing with that. I don't know how that's going to work.
This is the problem with immigration. This is emigration, but like,
yeah, exactly.
It's the same concepts.
Exactly. I don't know what it's going to do to like our welfare systems and things like that for people who, legitimately need help. And like, it's going to hurt our taxes.
Probably.
I'm so sick of paying taxes.
I know.
I'm so sick of paying taxes.
I think
enough.
Taxes are going to be a big thing too with like, basically like what happens in New York and New Jersey affects each other.
Yeah, exactly. It's
you know
a balance.
what I mean? Because you have so many commuters and things. So to your point, like I really expect that there's going to be a big shakeup in this system.
Yeah, great.
It's going to be crazy.
I need to know why you guys decided to vote for a communist. Like somebody just tell me. Just give me an honest explanation that makes economic sense and just common sense, please.
I think here's my theory.
Give it to me.
I think there's a lack of education in a lot of people, and that the majority of people who live in New York City are either very wealthy or not wealthy at all.
Yeah.
I think your middle class in New York City is very small.
Yeah.
So you have two very conflicting types of people that live there. And half of them are hearing free stuff, free this, free that, free this.
I hate the word.
And they're gone voting for you. You're going to give me all the free shit.
I think it's that, and I think I hate Trump so much, I'll vote for anybody that's not part of the Trump team.
Yeah, I think that's what happened in New Jersey.
I mean, for them to have to bring in Cuomo, like, really, guys? What is going on? Get it together. That's bad.
It is. It's bad.
Ugh.
It's bad.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, I guess. I mean, I was disappointed, by the way, to see what happened in Virginia, too. There was like the red side did not do well.
All around in the election. That's usually what happens, though. Like, if a party, I feel like, wins really big during the presidential time period, it usually always flips to the other side in the following 2-year election.
Yeah.
It always happens.
I know.
And so
But
it's great when you're a Republican, right? Because your people got like, and it's great when you're a Democrat. When it happens, it just goes back and forth.
Yeah, but historically in New Jersey, whenever
we haven't been red in New Jersey in a very long time.
Whenever property taxes get out of control, that's usually when it flips red.
Interesting.
And that was like the number one issue was bring down our property taxes. The property taxes are absolutely insane in New Jersey.
They absolutely are.
The amount they raise them and how fast, not to mention the electric
Yep.
utilities being through the roof. Thanks a lot, Murphy. We know that was you, asshole.
Yep.
Whatever, sorry. But that's another thing. You had an electric bill that was $200 that's now $700. Like, what the in the course of like 2 years.
I know.
Like, what the fuck is that, asshole? Sorry. Fucking hate people. Sorry.
Tell us how you really feel.
Listen, I follow politics pretty closely. I've always followed it pretty closely. I think I missed my calling there, but
Listen,
it's okay.
This state has been a shithole for a really long time. It's just getting worse. Like, it's a beautiful place to live, don't get me wrong, but the amount of money it costs to live here is insane.
It's not possible to, like, here's the thing. Because of the cost of living and the taxes in New Jersey, you could raise your family in your home their entire lives. They go away to college, get married, but it's just you, your husband, yourself, whatever, where you're just at the point of retirement. Your sister. But you're at the point of like retirement where it's like now you're supposed to be done, you know? And the taxes alone make it impossible for you to sustain living in your own home that you've lived in your entire life.
Yep, I know. Just because they keep going up. I know. We've gotten reassessed every year for like the last 3 years in my town.
It's ridiculous. I just think, ultimately, I'm surprised that the election went the way that it did last night in New Jersey because the biggest issue is property taxes. Everybody's fed up with that. And historically, anytime that gets to be at the top of the ticket as problems go, the state flips red for a governor. But we haven't had a Republican governor in, God, probably since Christie.
Yeah.
And prior to that, I think was, what's her face? Oh my God, I was in elementary school.
Oh, yeah. I forget.
Yeah.
But I know what you mean.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't even matter. But whatever. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, I don't like that they're going to be bringing a lot of blue votes over here, but hopefully when they have to leave New York, maybe it'll change their mind of how they vote.
Maybe.
Yep. We'll see.
All right. So if you are listening and someone who maybe lives in New Jersey and is commuting into New York City every day, some things that you might want to think about. If you're a buyer or a renter, monitor listings and inventory, low supply, plus income, and act early, and you're going to have to pay at a premium.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention your extra expenses for commute.
Yep.
I guarantee you they raised the toll again outside the tunnels.
Yeah, and they just did. It's so ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Some other advice we came up with is to consider what towns are going to be affected most by more people coming in from the city, right? So if you're New York adjacent, obviously it might be a lot busier. However, if you start to come north in Jersey, you have no public transportation. So
yeah, there's that.
You know, it's give and take with where you pick because there are areas like by us that's super rural.
Mm-hmm.
You can't very easily commute to the city.
No.
Like you can from, say, Lodi or Jersey
even,
City.
Like even where I am, you could hop on a train in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But no.
But good luck finding anywhere to live in those areas because there's nothing.
Yes. It's going to be interesting.
Budgeting for competition. So your costs, if you're thinking of buying a house, right, you have to consider the lifestyle changes that you're going to have to make in buying that house because if you're coming here and getting more than what you're used to, you're going to pay more in electric, in property taxes and things like that.
Maintenance, day to day. Mm-hmm.
But you might be in a good spot for if the market gets hotter because you can stage your home for migrating city dwellers to highlight commuting conveniences, quiet spaces, lifestyle upgrades, etc.
That's true.
If you want to sell, that's one of the things to look about. Mm-hmm. And it says look for towns where infrastructure is supporting growth. So I guess that means if they're gonna if they're doing things right to maintain things, underground wiring, all the stuff that upgrades, pipelines.
Developers are
builders,
building lots
new complexes, sure.
Yeah, all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll see what happens, but
Yeah.
Don't bring your commie shit over here.
Yeah, keep an eye on your neighbors.
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna get some new neighbors. It's gonna be interesting. I'd be careful.
Good God. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. But if you guys want to give us some comments and let us know your position, if you're in the city, if you're leaving the city, if you commute in the city, let us know. See what you have to say.
Yeah.
How do you feel about this new mayor?
Who's coming to Jers?
And if you're not going to Jers, where are you going?
Truth.
All right. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.